Hello everyone, welcome to Math World. This video is to discuss Cambridge International AS and A Level Paper 6, which is a Probability and Statistics 1 for May-June 2019, and the code is 9709/63. So let's move on to question number 1. Question number 1, the time taken in minutes by a ferry to cross a lake has a normal distribution. So this is a time with mean 85 and standard deviation 6.8. First part, find the probability that on a randomly chosen occasion, the time taken by the ferry to cross the lake is between 79 and 91 minutes. Okay, so first of all, I will write X is normally distributed. The mean is 85, standard deviation 6.8. So the variance is 6.8 squared. Because the formula is X is normally distributed, mean mu variance sigma squared. So then now we are requested to calculate the probability P X between 79 and 91. So now to calculate this probability, we need to standardize it. That means your Z is X minus mu over sigma. So then I will be getting probability of 79 minus 85 over 6.8, and this is 91 minus 85 over 6.8. Okay, then from here we calculate the both values correct to 3 decimal places, negative 0.882 and 0.882. Okay, and now sketch a graph. Bell-shaped curve. Middle is 0. Both are symmetrical. 0.882 and negative 0.882. So the region is bounded by these two lines. And now I will say that the region on the left side, this part, which is between 0 and negative 0.882, can be reflected to the right side. Okay, so the total region is actually double of the orange region. So I will say that I will write this as double of the orange region. Then to find the area of the orange region, that is probability up to the negative part and probability from 0 to the negative part. So that is going to be 2 of PZ less than 0.882 minus PZ less than 0. Now these two probabilities can be found from the normal table in the formula list. Then you will be getting 0.8111 minus 0.5. Then now after you minus and times 2, you will be getting 0.6222. And now we always leave our answer correct to 3 significant figures. Therefore, it will be 0.622. That is the solution for question 1, first part. Part 2. Over a long period, it was found that 96% of ferry crossing take longer than a certain time t minutes. Find the value of t. So now this is represented by p x greater than t, because longer than t. It is 96%. Therefore, the decimal is 0.96. Now here I will standardize it first. Z more than t minus the mean, we can get it from previous part, that is 85, standard deviation 6.8. So it will minus 85 and divide by 6.8. That is 0.96. Then now here, when I sketch a graph, okay, so for your information, when probability of z more than t, more than 0, p, z more than 0, this is 0.5. But then when you look at this now, more than a number, more than a line, that is 0.96. That means the line should be on the left-hand side, because it has greater probability. This is 0.96. So I know that this is my this is my t minus 85 over 6.8. And now, since your line is on the left-hand side, you are not able to solve using the table. You are not able to get the probability from the table. Therefore, what you can do is you just flip it to the right side because it is symmetrical at 0. So when I flip, it becomes negative of the value because initially negative. So when you times a negative to the negative value, it becomes a positive. And then this whole region, it will be 0.96. So due to this reason, I will write P z less than negative of the existing value, that is 0.96. And now, since the line is on the right side, okay, and the probability is greater than 0.5, that means I can get the value from the table. So from the normal table, I will just write from table P z less than 1.751, that is 0.96. Then now I will just equate them. So this value equals to 1.751. Then now to get the t, the negative with the 6.8 will be moved to the other side. So I will write t minus 8.5 equals to 1.751 multiplied with negative 6.8. Then here I will move the minus 8. Minus 8. It is not minus 8.5. It is minus 85. So I will move the minus 85 to the right side and do the calculation at the same time. Okay, then from here you will be getting 73.0932. So the value correct to three significant figures is basically t equals to 73.1. So done for this calculation. Question number 2. Megan sends messages to her friends in one of the three different ways: text, email, or social media. For each message, the probability that she uses text is 0.3. The probability that she uses email is 0.2. She receives an immediate reply with probability of 0.4 from the text message. From email, it will be 0.15, and from social media, it will be 0.6. Now draw a fully labeled tree diagram to represent this information. Okay, so basically there are three ways to send a message. So the first one is text. The second is email. And the third one is social media. Alright, so now we need to fill in the probabilities first. 0.3 for text, 0.2 for email. So now the total probability must be 1. That means social media will be 0.5. Right? So now immediate reply or not immediate reply. So here I will write reply or no reply. Okay, so for the text, if it is immediately reply, that will be 0.4. So that means no reply is 0.6. It's not immediate reply. Okay, so for email, it will be 0.15. So 1 minus 0.15, you will be getting 0.85. And social media, 0.6. Immediate reply, and not immediate reply, it will be 0.4. Okay, so this is the tree diagram. Now part 2. Given that Megan does not receive an immediate reply to a message, find the probability that the message was an email. So now our concern is the message was an email. That means P email, given that no immediate reply. So I will just write no reply. So this is the conditional probability. When conditional probability, the formula is basically A intersects B over PB, because the condition is a B. That means now here I will be getting P email intersect no reply over P no reply. Okay, so according to the tree diagram, email and no immediate reply. So email, no immediate reply means 0.2 and 0.85. So you need to times these two values over no reply. No reply means it can be caused by text, can be caused by email, or can be caused by social media. So 0.3 times 0.6 for the text. Okay, then 0.2 times 0.85. And lastly, it will be 0.5 times 0.4. Then here you will be getting 0.17 over 0.55. And now you can just calculate this value and give your answer in fraction 17 over 55 or probably 0.309, up to you. So you can leave your answer in fraction or decimal. Okay, but it will be 3 significant figures for non-exact value. So this is a part 2 of the answer. This is the answer of the part 2. Okay, now for question number 3, Mr. and Mrs. Keen and their 5 children all go to watch a football match together with their friends, Mr. and Mrs. Uzuma, and their 2 children. Okay, so that means 4 parents plus 7 children. Find the number of ways in all 11 people can line up at the entrance in each of the following cases. First part, Mr. Keen stands at one end of the line and Mr. Uzuma stands at the other end. Okay, means that now here, this is Mr. Keen here, Mr. Uzuma, or Mr. Uzuma first, then the other end is Mr. Keen. Okay, so we know that there are 11 persons, total 11 persons, so 2 already occupied their seats. That means here you still have 9. Right, here is also 9. So it means that now these 2 fathers must be occupying the end seats, all right, or they will be in at the end of the line, first end and the last end, or the other end. So which means that we just need to arrange for the remaining 9 person. So the number of ways, this is the arrangements, so it will be 9 factorial. Now since there are 2 ways here, okay, so I just times 2, that will be 725760 ways. Now part 2, the 5 Keen children all stand together and the Uzuma children both stand together. That means there will be 5 here. Okay, there will be 2 here. So remember, total 11 person. So that means you still have 4. Because this is only all these are the children. You still have 4 parents. So now here, there is no special conditions. Okay, whether the 5 children must be first place or the second children must be, the 2 children must be the next, right? So which means now I'm arranging all of them. So I put the 5 in a group so that they will be always together. So now basically I have to arrange for 6 of them. So now my arrangements, so number of arrangements or number of ways, right? Better write ways. That will be 6 factorial. But then don't forget, I still can arrange within the groups. So within the 5 children, I can arrange. That will be 5 different persons, therefore 5 factorial. And for the other 2 children, I still need to arrange. Therefore, at last, I will be getting 172800. Okay, next question, number 4, first part. Find the number of ways a committee of 6 people can be chosen from 8 men and 4 women. So it means 8 men, 4 women. From here you choose 6. Now, if there must be at least twice as many men as there are women in the committee. So it means that minimum double of the man than the woman. So which means now I would say that probably I choose all 6 men. Okay, at least twice, at least double. So if one woman, then at least double means that at least twice means minimum 2 men. So I will say I am choosing 5 men now to make it to 6 person, or probably 2 women, then double of 2, it will be 4. So I have to choose 4 men. Now I cannot choose 3 women. If I choose 3 women, I have to choose double of this. That means I have to choose 6 men. So 6 plus 9, 6 plus 3 already 9. So that means this is not counted. Right? So from here, I will just write number of selections. Because it's mentioned can be chosen. That means this is number of selections, no arrangements involved. So it will be, firstly, I need to choose 6 from 8. Therefore, 8C6. All these are all. Right? All means plus. So now, 4 women, I choose 1. So 4C1. And n is times. This is n. Then now, I need to choose 5 men from 8. So 8C5. Or from 4 women, I need to choose 2. And 8 men, I need to choose 4. Okay, so then from here, you will be getting 28 plus 2 to 4 plus 4, 20. So at last, that is 672 ways to choose 6 person. Now second part, find the number of ways a committee of 6 person or 6 people can be chosen from 8 men and 2 women and 4 women if 2 particular men refuse to be on the committee together. Okay, that means now it's men. I have man 1, man 2, and 6 others. Okay, these 2 men refuse to be together. And don't forget, I still have 4 women. Okay, then from here, 8 and 4, I need to choose 6. Right? So now I will say that I choose first man, and I cannot choose second man. Then I need to choose 5 more. Because I need to choose total of 6. Right, to get these 2 together, total of 6. So then I need to choose 5 more. Probably the first man is not chosen, the second man is chosen. I also need to choose 5 more. And then now here, probably both of them are not chosen. Then I have to choose 6 person. Okay, so remember, I have to choose 6 person from the remaining. Okay, all this I have to choose from 6 plus 4. That means I have to choose from the 10. Right? So then from here, I will say that my number of ways or number of selections. So since I have to choose 5, right, it will be 10C5. And the second one, I will have to choose a 5 from the 10. So again, 10C5. And lastly, I have to choose 6 from the 10. So 10C6. Therefore, you will be getting 252 plus 252 plus 210. So at last, that will be 714 ways to choose the committee. Okay, now next question number 5. On average, 34% of people will go to a particular theater are men. Okay, 34%. First part, a random sample of 14 people who go to the theater is chosen. Find the probability that at most 2 people are men. So at most means maximum. So now since this is involving people, this is discrete, which is binomial distribution. So I will write X is binomial distributed with n is 14, and then 34% means 0.34. So it means that my P is 0.34, then my Q is 1 minus 0.34. That is going to be 0.66, because for the binomial distribution, NP, my probability is NCX, PX, QN minus X. That's why I have counted the Q here. So now it's mentioned that maximum 2 people are men. So x less equals to 2. And for information, this binomial formula is valid when the x start from 0, then until n. So which means now less equals to 2 means I have to count px equals to 0, or px equals to 1, or px equals to 2. So now when px equals to 0 means that no success. No success means all failures. So it will be 0.66 to the power of 14, because all 14 failures. Then plus, out of 14, only one success, 0.34, degree 1, and then 0.66, degree 13. One success must be 13 failures. Then plus 14C2, 0.34, degree 2, 0.66, degree 12. Then from here, we need to give our answer equal to 3 significant figures. So as the working, I will give more. Therefore, 2.97588 times 10 power negative 3. This is the first probability. Second probability is 0.0214624. And the third probability is 0.071866. Then from here, I will be getting the answer of 0.0963. Okay, so that's all for the 5 part 1. Now part 2, use an approximation to find the probability that in a sample of 600 people who go to the theater, fewer than 190 are men. So it means now n is 600. Okay, so when the n is 600 is greater than 50, then now your NP is 600 times 0.34. Then I'm getting 204. This is greater than 5. So when n is greater than 50, NP is greater than 5, we are going to approximate using normal distribution. But then normal distribution, we need the variance. Okay, our variance is NPQ. Therefore, 204 times the Q 0.66. That is going to be 134.64. Now here I will write x initially binomial distributed with mean 600. The P is 0.34. Now it has been approximated to normal. The mean is NP. Okay, 204. And then the variance is NPQ, 134.64. Because the mean for binomial is NP, the variance for binomial is NPQ. So now it's mentioned less than 190, px less than 190. So since binomial is discrete, normal is continuous, okay, this is discrete, then we need to perform the continuity correction factor, right? So therefore I will draw a number line, mark 190. Less than 190 means that the value is 1989, 188, and so on. But then we are allowed to plus or minus 0.5 from the given value. So which means I will either get 189.5 or 190.5. Now, how to choose? You just follow the inequality sign, the x change to w, follow the less than. That means now I have two choices. Either less than 189.5 to include these two ticks, or less than 190.5. So obviously I have to choose 189.5. right, to include the two ticks. So therefore from here I will standardize it. Now when you refer to the normal distribution, the standardized normal random variable is x minus mu over sigma. That means now here I will write less than 189.5 minus 204 over square root of 134.64, because that is variance. And now we need to divide by standard deviation. So then you will be getting z less than negative 1.250. So then quickly sketch a graph. Right after this step, we have to sketch a graph and mark this value. Negative 1.250 is on the left side. Since this is less than, means the region towards left side. And now I will reflect to be positive. So the region will be reflected as well. So that means now here I will get P z more than 1.250. Now the orange region can be found using total probabilities 1 minus pz less than 1.250, which is available in the table. And now from the table, the probability is going to be 0.8944. Then from here, I will get the probability as 0.1056, and lastly, it will be 0.106, which is 3 significant figures. That is the solution of this question. Okay, next question number 6. A fair 5-sided spinner has sides 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. A fair 3-sided spinner has sides number 1, 2, 3. Okay, one is 5 sides, 5-sided, another one is 3-sided spinner. Both spinners are spun once, and score is a product of the numbers on the sides, the spinner's land on. Now, first part, draw up the probability distribution table for the scores. Okay, so for this case, I will not list down the scores, but I will draw a two-way table. Okay, so the first one has 5 sides. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. This is from the first spinner. Another spinner has 1, 2, 3, 3 sides. Okay, now the scores will be the product of the sides. So now when I get the product, 1 times 1 is 1. All this follows. So 1 times 2, again 2. This is 2, 2. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 2 is 6. So 1 times 3, 3, 3, 3. Then 2 times 3, 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so the orange color means the scores. Now, the probability table, the probability distribution, it will be, this is the x, this will be the scores. Okay, I let the x be the scores. Alright, so based on the table, the orange color smallest is 1, then followed by 2, 3, 6, 9, 4, 6, 9. So when it is 1, the probability just count how many times you see 1. There will be 3 times. Out of here 5, okay, 5, here 3. Total 15. So 3 over 15. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times of 2. The probability is 4 over 15. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times of 3. Probability is 4 over 15. Then there's only 1 4. So 1 over 15. There are 2 6. So 2 over 15. Lastly, there's only 1 9. So 1 over 15. Now to make sure that the probability distribution table is correct, then we need to double check the total probabilities. Make sure it is 1. Okay, so since the probability here, or the total will be, the total of the probabilities here is 1, that means our table is correct. Now, part 2, find the mean and variance. Mean is basically the expected value. So mean EX equals to summation X times P. So this means you times the X with the P before you get the sum, which means basically just multiply, after that you plus. Okay, so I will just rewrite all this. It will be 1 times 3 over 15 plus 2 times 4, 4, 1, 2, 1. So Okay, then write down all the x. The x will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. Okay, then from here, you will be getting 48 over 15. That is 16 over 5. That is your mean. So to get the variance, we need to calculate the EX squared first. EX squared is basically summation x squared times the p. So what to do is, for all the x, you multiply by, you square it. All the x, you square. Okay, the rest you copy. So now I will write, this is equals to 1 square, 3 over 15, plus 2 square, 4 over 15, plus 3 square, 4 over 15, plus 4 squared, 1 over 15, plus 6 square, 2 over 15, lastly, plus 9 square, 1 over 15. Then from here, you will be getting 224 over 15. And lastly, the variance x, or the variance, that is EX squared minus square of the EX. So I will be getting 224 over 15 minus square of 16 over 5. Then you will be getting 352 over 75. That is 4.69. Now, next part, find the probability that the score is greater than the mean score. So, probability that the score is greater than the mean score is 16 over 5. Okay. So, 16 over 5 is basically 3.2. So, when greater than 3.2, it will be, okay, look at the x, greater than 3.2, it will be 4, 6, or 9. So, I will write here 4, 6, or 9. 4 or 6 or 9. And now just need to calculate, there are 3 probabilities. I mean, just copy the 3 probabilities. So it will be 1 over 15, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 1. This is going to be 4 over 15. Okay, done for the part 3. Now question number 7. The times in minutes taken by 13 pupils at each of the 2 schools in a cross-country race are recorded in the table below. Okay, so you have 13 data for each school. Now draw a back-to-back stem and leaf diagram to illustrate these times with Tater's school on the left. Okay, this is on the left. So the White Fair Park school will be on the right. Okay, so by looking at here, smallest value 38, here is 75 for the first school, and then 45, and then 83. So it means that the stem should be 3 until 8. Okay, so now they are arranged in order, so I will start writing 38, 43, 48, 52, 54, 56, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. One more, 50, 58, 61, 62, 66. 1, 2, 6. And then 75. Done for the first school. The second school will be 45, 47, 53, so 366, so 366, 61, 64, 66, 69. So I will just write down the second figure. So this is 1469. Then 7, 3, 5, 8. Lastly 83. Okay, so now I need to write down the key. So the key, let's say 253. That means this is 52. Okay, what is that? Minutes. 52 minutes for the first school. So the first school, then it will be 53 minutes for the second school. Okay, so done for the back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. Now find the interquartile range of the times for pupils at the first school. Okay, so interquartile range, I need to find out the Q1. So the Q1 is 1 over 4 n plus 1 theta. That means it's 1 over 4, 13 plus 1. So this is 14 over 4, that is 3.5. So the theta 3.5 is actually in the middle of the third and the fourth. So this is half of third plus fourth. Okay, so I will write equals to half of. Now the third, this is first, second, third. This is fourth. So I will write 48 and 52. This is where the value is going to be 50. Okay, same goes to the Q3. Q3, it will be 3/4 of n plus 1. This is the position. So 3/4 of 14. This is going to be 10.5. This is a position. So that means this is going to be half of 10th plus 11th theta. So now my Q3, okay, so just label first. This is number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the 10 plus 11, that means it will be 61 plus 62. So half of 61 plus 62, that is going to be 61.5. Now my interquartile range. That is Q3 minus Q1. So I will get 61.5 minus 50. That is going to be 11.5. Okay, so done for this interquartile range. Now the times taken by pupils at White Fair Park school are denoted by X minutes. So this is the second school. Find the value of summation of the square of x minus 60. Okay, so for this case, since we know the actual values, right, so I will just minus 60 from each of these, and then I square and plus. So that means I will write summation x minus 60 squared. It will be first theta 45, then I minus 60 and square it. So 45 minus 60 squared plus, okay, all of this I will write down first. There will be 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 3 more. So this is the easiest way. Just minus all from 60 and then you square it. Now just copy down the theta. 47, 53, 56. 47, 53, 56. 56, 61, 64. 5, 6, 56, 61, 64. Then after that, 66, 69, 73. Then lastly, last three, 75, 78, 83. Okay, then now for each of these, you just count. So the first one, I will get negative 15 squared. The second, minus 13 squared. Then minus 7 squared. Minus 4 squared. Plus minus 4 squared. Plus 1 squared plus 4 squared plus 6 squared plus 9 squared plus 13 squared, followed by 15 squared, 18 squared, and 23 squared. Just calculate all this directly, then you will be getting 1856. So that is the summation of square for x minus 60. Okay, now part 4. It is given the summation of x minus 60 is 46. Use this result together with your answer in part 3 to find the variance of x. So now, summation x minus 60 equals to 46. Summation x minus 60 squared. Just now I found 1856. And now we need to find the variance x. Okay, basically, when you refer to the coding method, let y equals to x minus 60. Okay, variance y is basically variance x. Right? So from here, I will say that my variance x, so probably I will just write variance x is same as variance x minus 60 according to here. Then variance, it is summation x minus 60 squared over n minus then the mean. Okay, so mean is summation x minus 60, then over n, this is a mean, then you square it. Now remember, in each school, the n is 13. Right? So now, just replace the values. This is going to be 1856 over 13 minus square of 46 over 13. And then here, you will be getting the answer of 130.25. And now if I round up to 3 significant figures, that is going to be 130. So that is our variance x using the coding method. Okay, so with this question, I have completed this paper, alright, and also comes to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and recommend this channel with your friends, and also stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you everyone. Bye.